Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Commissioner Jean-Pierre Oriol, Commissioner of the Department of Planning and Natural Resources, I welcome you to today's Earth Day presentation. I am Austin Callwood, Director of the Environmental Protection Division. The Department of Planning and Natural Resources, next slide please, is comprised of 10 distinct divisions: business and administration, environmental enforcement, building permits administration and inspection, coastal zone management, comprehensive coastal zone planning, libraries, archives, museums administration, fish and wildlife, environmental protection, Virgin Islands State Historic Preservation Office, and Council of the Arts. That's a mouthful. The Environmental Protection Division, which I'm responsible for, is responsible for the management and oversight of the laws and regulations designed to protect and keep the air clean, water clean, and our territorial land in the territory clean. In the area of sustainable material management, the division administers the solid waste and hazardous waste programs for the territory. This includes developing, promulgating, implementing, and enforcing the applicable rules and regulations relevant to the management of solid waste, solid and hazardous waste. Next slide. DPNR has worked closely with USVI, VI Waste Management, and Department of Public Works and other agencies to develop and implement a sustainable solid waste material management strategy. Part of that was seeking and receiving in 2019 our Resource Conservation Recovery Act, RCRA, Subtitle B delegation you've heard of before, which allows us to permit our own landfills. This is significant in that it puts it in our hands now to select, design, site, and regulate our landfills. Obviously, it's still a last resort, last part of the program that we're working on, and our objective obviously is also to reduce the amount of valuable materials that we put in that landfill. Also in 2019, we applied for and received the $10 million State and Territories Assistance Grant, the STAG Grant Award, which you'll also hear quite a bit about. Portion was allotted to DPNR, will be used to review and amend and develop, revise, and adopt regulations to increase our capacity to sort our reduce our impact on the landfill. And the program mandates that we conduct inspections on our solid waste disposal sites, which will include landfills, transfer stations, and our satellite collection stations, which are the bins we see about the territory. Next slide. That $10 million STAG grant that everybody's mentioning is split in two ways. $4 million goes to DPNR for the administration and development of the program, including titling, permitting rather the landfill, both new, the current or existing ones, and for the closure of the landfills when they have reached their useful life. One of the goals of sustainable solid waste management is, particularly here in the territory where the natural resource land is limited and disposal options are severely restricted, is to reduce the amount of valuable material that goes into the landfills. We believe that this will be probably one of our biggest community challenges, one that each Virgin Islander will have to come to terms with. We're not very good at, or rather, we are too good at throwing things away, and again, impacting the quality of life in the effect on our landfills, which are rapidly approaching their useful life. And that will be to embrace ways to repurpose, reuse, and reduce and recycle those materials. That, I believe, will be our biggest challenge. However, this promises to be an exciting time as we gear up to undertake that challenge for the territory. And that is efficiently processing all of our waste streams. The last part of it is the $6 million, which is the bulk of it and allotted to waste management, and they'll discuss that in more detail, is more on the execution side of our waste stream. And they also will talk a little bit about those diversion programs that will help us not have to fill the landfills.